If you want to succeed as an entrepreneur, you need to work both hard and smart. You need both.
What you do in the first 15 minutes of your day matters.
If your goal is just to make a lot of money, and you'll do whatever it takes just to make that amount of money, you'll never get there.
Need motivation?
Watch a top 10 with Believe Nation.
What's up, Believe Nation? It's Evan. I believe in you, and this channel is designed to be a part of your daily success routine. So let's get your motivation to a 10 and get you believing in you. I'm Evan Carmichael, and here's my top 10 rules of success, volume 2. Also, if you want to know what I and other successful entrepreneurs have to say about building unstoppable confidence, check out my 254 Confidence series, where every day for the next 254 days, I will send you a morning video for free to help you build your confidence. The link to join is in the description below.
If you're doing work that you love, you're more likely to follow through. You're more likely to do it because it doesn't feel like work, because you love doing it. Surround yourself with greatness. If you want to be more confident, you need to surround yourself with things that make you feel confident.
Okay, let's kick it off with rule number 1. Chart your start. Number 1 is chart your start. What you do in the first 15 minutes of your day matters. Chart your start. Have a plan of action. Most people wake up like an accident. Most people wake up, they're tired, you pull out your phone, you start looking on your email, and what are you doing when you're looking at your email or looking at social media? You're responding to other people's emergencies. Like, you wake up, you're tired, and the first thing you do is you start responding to other people's emergencies. I want you to control the first part of your day. Chart your start. Understand what it is that makes you come alive. Understand what is the action that helps you feel bold, creative, unstoppable. We've all had it. You've all had moments where you have felt bold, courageous, and unstoppable. What led to that? Reverse engineer yourself. What led to you feeling bold? Is it watching a video? Is it reading a book? Is it having a conversation? Is it doing a meditation? Is it taking your dog out for a walk? Is it cutting the grass? Like, I don't care. There's no judgment. I don't care what the thing is that makes you feel bold and courageous and unstoppable. I just want you to do it daily. I want you to start your day with intention. Most people don't start their day with intention, and that makes a difference between the people who achieve success and the ones who don't. And so chart your start. Figure out the thing that makes you come alive, that makes you feel like that big crazy idea of yours is actually possible, and put that into the first 15 minutes of every day. If you did the thing that made you feel bold, courageous, and unstoppable in the first 15 minutes of waking up every single day, not every day will be amazing, but I guarantee you that your life will look unrecognizable from where you are right now. Chart your start. Rule number 2, focus.
Your chances of success go up in direct proportion to your ability to, 1, pick the right things to work on, and then 2, focus on executing those things. It's so easy as an entrepreneur to get distracted. We love shiny objects, right? We love dreaming up new ideas and chasing these different projects. But if you look at a typical entrepreneur, you'll see that so many of their projects start and stop and start and stop, and you take something 10% through or 50% through or sometimes even like 80% through. But unless you're willing to take it to 100, you're not going to get the results. You're not going to get the fruit of your labor because you're just planting a whole bunch of seeds constantly, but you're never taking care of that seed. You're never watering it, right? If you want to grow a plant, you got to plant the seed, you got to care for the soil, you got to add nutrients, you got to water it daily, it's got to have enough sunshine. You got to look after that seed, where most entrepreneurs, they don't. They're starting and stopping, starting and stopping, starting and stopping, and you never actually get to where you want to go. People talk about diversification. You need to diversify, you need to diversify. And while that's really great as an investment strategy, if you don't know what you're investing into, it's good to have a big portfolio of different things so that if one thing doesn't do well, something else is doing well. But it really sucks as business advice. Because if you're trying to do 10 different things at once, they're all going to be mediocre. They're all going to be below average because you're going up against people who are doing that full time and have their focus on it. And so it's much better as an entrepreneur to, 1, pick the things that you want to focus on, right? And then 2, actually focus on it. Do that work. Andrew Carnegie was once the richest person in the world, and he had a great quote saying how he likes to put all of his eggs in one basket, and then you watch that basket carefully, right? It's only a major risk if you're not watching the basket. If you take your eye off the ball, you start looking elsewhere, and then something happens to your industry. right? And so being the expert, being the best at what you do will always yield more results, more value, more money to you than being okay at 20 different things. Be the best at one thing. Focus.
Rule number 3, bring value first. This is the secret to getting ahead in business and in life. Bring value first. You want somebody to notice you? Bring value first. You want somebody to pay attention to you? Bring value first. You want somebody to buy from you, to hook you up with a partner, to talk about you in a speech on stage? Like, you want people to do stuff for you? Bring value first. Don't go to them asking for help first. Go to them with value first so that they're stumbling all over themselves to try to find a way to help you out too. Bring value first. Most people will never figure this out. Most people will constantly be begging other people, be tweeting at them and DMing them and saying, please help me, please help me, please help. And I feel so bad. I feel frustrated, and I feel so bad for these people who are just asking for help, because you know that they need help, but they're going about it all wrong. By spamming people and begging for help, you're not going to get it. Instead, focus your efforts. Like, you will never get it. You will never get it this way. You're not going to get to your outcome. You're not going to solve this problem by begging people. You'll get a little bit. Like, even beggars on the street get a little bit. You'll get a little bit, but you'll never get to where you want to go, ever, by begging. Instead, flip it and spend your time trying to figure out how you can bring value to other people first so that they can't wait to help you out too. Rule number 4, enjoy the process.
If I had to give advice to somebody to have success in any field, not just entrepreneurship, in any field, you look at the people who have the most success in any field, they enjoy the process. And too many people are attached just to the outcome. If you want to make a blockbuster hit, if you want to make a successful movie, you have to enjoy the process of making movies. As an entrepreneur, if you want to have a successful product, you want to have a great service that's making a lot of money, you want to have a huge business, whatever you define as huge or successful, then you need to enjoy the process of the work that you're doing on a day-to-day basis. And not everything is going to be amazing. You're going to have down days, but net, you have to enjoy what you're doing. You have to wake up and look forward to the day that is ahead. And too many entrepreneurs are spending 80 to 90% of their time doing stuff that they're not good at, that they don't want to be good at, that they hate because they feel they need to do it to grow their business. And only 10 to 20% of their time on the stuff that they can be genius level at. And you will not have success in any endeavor if you're only spending 10 to 20% of your time or less on the stuff that you have the potential to be the best in the world at and that you enjoy. If your goal is just to make a lot of money and you'll do whatever it takes just to make that amount of money, you'll never get there because you don't enjoy the work. Where the secret to success is enjoying the day-to-day grind, because it doesn't feel like a grind, it feels enjoyable.
Rule number 5, take ownership of your life. You already know what you want to do. You're letting the opinions of other people get in the way of you taking action. People are not afraid of failing. They're afraid of failing in front of other people. You will sing all day in the shower, but you won't get on the street corner and sing because you're embarrassed of the judgment. And what you need to do is inoculate yourself against the judgment and learn to take action on your ideas, because the alternative is a life filled with regret. You have to decide at what point are you going to take ownership for where you are in life. Like, at what point do you decide my goals, my ideas, my dreams, my ambitions are important enough to me that I'm willing to risk failure, I'm willing to risk embarrassment, I'm willing to risk having to go tell my friends that it didn't work out, because this is my path. Because otherwise I never get to do the thing that I want to do. At what point are you going to decide to step up and say, I need to do this for me. I need to know. It may not work out. I may be embarrassed, but I need to know. I don't want the rest of my life to sit around wondering, what if, what if, what if? Rule number 6, work hard and smart.
If you want to succeed as an entrepreneur, you need to work both hard and smart. You need both. Everybody who's had massive success did both. Forget about trying to work a 4-hour work week. Forget about passive income. Yes, you can make a little bit. Yes, it might be supplemental income to help you along your journey. But if you want to do something impactful, you want to have a big change in the world, you want to really be somebody special and have a ripple effect out from you, you got to do both. You got to work really hard. Look at whoever your heroes are. Whoever it is that you look up to. They didn't get there by having things handed to them. And they didn't get there by trying to create passive income or work 4 hours a week. And I love the 4-Hour Workweek book. There's a lot of principles you can use in there, except the fact that when you are committed to something and you love it, you gotta go all in on it. Stop being lazy. Lazy people don't change the world. Lazy people don't have a huge impact. I want you to have a huge impact. And so hard work is just your ticket in. Hard work alone is not the answer. There's lots of people who work really hard and they never rise up, they never reach their potential, right? You can work really, really, really hard as a cashier, but if you're not thinking on a bigger scale and you're not working smart as well, then you'll just continue to work really, really hard as a cashier and make whatever a cashier makes, and that's where you stay. Hard work does not guarantee your success, but there is no success without hard work. Period. It doesn't exist. Show me somebody who you really look up to and really respect, who hasn't put in a ton of effort, hard work, and smart work to make it happen. And so I think if you are just looking for shortcuts, if you're just looking for ways to make that passive income or ways to work 4 hours a week and then spend the rest of the time lying on the beach, you're being lazy. And you haven't really tapped into the thing that you love doing. Because I can tell you, you get tired of lying on the beach. You may not agree because your life sucks right now, because your work sucks right now, because you're just trying to escape. But people want to do things that have meaning. After you've escaped your life and you spent a year on the beach, you're going to get tired. You're going to get bored. You want to do something that fills you up. We want to contribute. Human beings want to contribute. We want to feel like the work that we're doing matters, and we like to work. We like to feel like the activities that we're filling up our day with mean something to somebody else. So you got to find that. And when you do, you don't want to just work 4 hours a week. It fills you up. You want to do it a lot. It doesn't mean you're spending 24 hours a day doing it. You got to find the balance for you. But when you find the work that you love, you want to go all in on it. You want to keep going because it fills up your soul. So you've got to work hard and you've got to work smart. It's the only way to succeed as an entrepreneur.
Rule number 7, get used to rejection.
Rejection is part of life as an entrepreneur. You are going to get rejected over and over and over and over again. It's just part of being an entrepreneur and being in business. The first thing you put out won't be very good. People will hate on it. People will give some constructive criticism as well. People will say no because they don't know you, trust you, like you, and so you won't get those first deals. It takes a lot of time to build up a business and make it successful. And even when you've gotten to that point where you're feeling happy and you're bringing on a team and building the business, you're still going to get rejected constantly. It's just part of life as an entrepreneur. And so if you can't handle that, it's going to be a really hard road for you to be an entrepreneur. I think the way to get through rejection, there's 2 ways to do it. One is to use rejection as fuel, kind of like what Jack Ma did. Like, I got rejected 10 times by Harvard. One day I'm going to go teach there, right? One day I'm going to go speak there. To use that as fuel. It's like, you turn me down, I'm going to show you. I'm going to beat it. I'm going to come back and be the teacher there, right? You turn me down for this deal, I'm going to go get a deal 10 times as big. Right? So that's one. You can use rejection as fuel to help you go off and do something bigger and motivation to, I'm going to prove them wrong. The second way is just to forget about it. Just get used to it. That's more what I do. I don't really use rejection as fuel. It doesn't really bother me when somebody turns me down or when a new series doesn't work. I was trying to think when I was preparing for this video, what's a recent rejection that I have? Because there's been so many, but none really stick out as being super memorable. The one that I came up with was, I tried a new series on the weekend a while ago about the best of Kickstarter. And it was a new series that I was testing of showing different Kickstarter ideas that I thought might be helpful for you. And that video didn't do as well as I would have liked, didn't do as well as other videos, and we're probably gonna kill that series. But that's okay. Like, I've killed tons of series. It happens all the time on the channel, and I couldn't even tell you all the series that I've killed because they didn't perform. You guys rejected them. It's okay. I just moved past it. And so either one, you have 2 strategies to go for. Use the rejection as fuel to say, I'm going to show you how wrong you are and prove it to them. Or just forget about it. Get used to it. It's going to happen. It's just part of the game. And you move on. And just think about the next thing that you can go off and build. Use either one of those strategies, but don't get stuck in the rejection.
Rule number 8, be patient.
Most entrepreneurs aren't patient enough.
most entrepreneurs end up losing their business. They end up shutting down because they think it's gonna happen in a couple months or even 6 months or a year, and really it's gonna take them 4 years, 5 years before they hit their mark. They don't have enough patience, they don't allow enough time for momentum to build up, and they quit, and they end up going back to a crappy job that they hate. And maybe never ever take a shot at getting entrepreneurship because they feel it's not for them. Where really, they missed out. You missed out on your destiny. You missed out on creating something amazing because you just didn't have enough patience. Now, I believe in patience in the macro. I believe in patience and knowing it's gonna take a long time. I also think impatience can serve you greatly. But that's in the micro, that's in the daily, the impatience of, did I do my best today? Did I do my best today? Can I do better? Can I drive more? Can I drive harder? And knowing that even if I give my best every single day, it's still gonna take time. It's still gonna take a number of years for something to happen. I want it to happen as soon as possible. I'm gonna drive and be impatient as crazy to get it going, but I know it's gonna take time too. It's embracing both. That's when you start to win. I look at my YouTube, my Instagram, my social media strategy. YouTube, 7,000 subscribers 4 years ago, 1.2 million subscribers now. 4 years by making videos every day. And I'm impatient as anything because I want it to be amazing. I want to make every video better than the last and looking for all the hacks and SEO and thumbnail strategies and title strategies and all of the stuff that we're supposed to do, right? I'm on top of it. And I know that it's gonna take me 4 years to get there. I know it's gonna take me a while to get to my next 2 million, 5 million, 10 million. I look at Instagram. Follow me on my Instagram journey. I'm starting from nothing. You can see how to build it up from zero. I had 8,000 followers. Many of you already have more followers than I do on Instagram. But I'm gonna win, I'm gonna pass people, I'm gonna get mine because I'm gonna make daily, consistent content 3 to 4 times a day for 4 years. I'm gonna be impatient as anything, and that the post today has to be amazing, has to be something that I wanna show my grandkids, right? That's the intent every time I create anything. I want my grandkids to watch this video. I want my grandkids to watch the next Instagram thing that I put up. It's the best that I can come up with in the moment. And I know it's gonna take me 4 years, maybe 3 years, maybe 2 years, but it's not gonna take me 2 months. I realize it's gonna take working hard and working smart together, always. Rule number 9, make no excuses. Successful people don't make excuses. Successful people don't complain. If you look at whoever you wanna look up to, look at the most successful people in the world in any industry, look at the top, and look at how much they complain. They don't complain. When you complain, when you blame something else, when it's the government's fault, or interest rates' fault, or the bad economy's fault, or your partner who screwed you over, or the customers who don't care, as long as you can blame somebody else, right? The education system, your parents, your friends, your upbringing, there's always somebody else to blame. And when you blame somebody else, when you're in that mindset, then you never grow. You're making things easy on yourself. It allows you to coast. It allows you to play life super safe because it's not your fault that you're not more successful. Of course, it's not your fault. That would be difficult. That would be hard. It's somebody else's fault. So you can just stay where you are because people are holding you back from accomplishing the thing that you want to accomplish. Where successful people take responsibility for where they are in life. And they say, I don't care about the government. I don't care who's president. I don't care about regulations that you have or things that you're holding me back on. I will still go out and get mine. And of course, there are other factors. Of course, the country you come from matters. Of course, the education you had and the connections you had growing up. Of course, it matters. But so what? You have to play the hand that you were dealt. You have these cards. You have to play those cards and you can have success. One of the things I love looking at, and this is why I do all these profiles, is successful, famous entrepreneurs. There is always somebody who has done way more than you have done with way fewer resources than you already have. So no matter what terrible situation that you have, and I'm empathetic. Maybe you come from a broken home. Maybe you have a really severe disability that's physically holding you back from doing some of the things you want to do. You know, maybe there's a lot of pressure on you. Maybe you have some disease. Maybe you have zero money in your bank account. These are real pressures, and I'm empathetic to that. But so what? The longer you believe that those things are gonna hold you where you are, then they will. There are people who have worse conditions, less money, are in worse situations, and they came out of it
and accomplished amazing things because they believed that they could. And if somebody looks like you has gone on and accomplished big things, then you can too. And it only happens when you accept responsibility for where you are in life.
And rule number 10, the last one before a very special bonus clip, is stop using weak language. You have the power to control your world, how you think, how you act, your mindset with the words that you speak. When you use weak language, you signal to yourself that you are weak. You signal to yourself that your goals aren't important. You signal to yourself that you are not worth it. You lose respect for yourself, and the people around you don't respect you either. We need to stop using weak language and pay attention to the words that you're speaking to others and to yourself. Now, this is not an easy task because most of the words that you're using, the way that you talk to others and to yourself, you're on autopilot, you're on cruise control. It just happens. You've been doing this for years or decades. And so switching it is not going to happen overnight. But if you pay attention to the next 3 things that I'm going to share with you, it can have a dramatic impact on your self-confidence, on the goals that you have for yourself, and on the outcomes you create for yourself in the world. Let's do it. Number 1, I can't, I'm not, I don't. What you say after those 3 things shapes your identity. It speaks to how you think and speak about yourself. So I can't be an entrepreneur. I can't be a leader. I can't be a YouTuber. I can't. Especially this one. When you say I can't, pay very, 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 very close attention to what follows and try to shift it from I can't to either I choose not to or I can't yet. I'm not a good salesperson. I'm not funny. I'm not the kind of person who follows through. Again, pay close attention and try to shift it to not yet. I don't program. I don't know how to make money. I don't think like that. Switch I don't to I don't yet. I can't, I'm not, I don't. Those statements are final. Those statements don't allow for growth. Those statements are how you feel about yourself and don't allow for the stretch. They don't allow you to get better. And so either eliminate them from your vocabulary or change them to yet. Number 2 is catch your cruise control. The way that you have been speaking about yourself, the way that you have been talking to yourself has been happening using the same words for years, maybe even decades. It's so automatic for you. You are on cruise control. You are on autopilot. You think small and talk negatively about yourself without even thinking about it. You need to catch your cruise control. And listen, don't be too hard on yourself. This is so ingrained. These patterns have been around for so long. You are just auto-defaulting to cruise control that most of these times you will not even catch it. You will not catch 99% of these moments, of these words, of these languages that you're using for yourself. But if you have the awareness, if you have the intention, if you have the desire, every now and then you will catch it. Another quick hack is to enlist a friend, enlist the people around you, your wife, your husband, your team, your kids especially. My son Hayden loves calling me out on things. Enlist their help. Tell them, this is where I want to play a bigger game. This is where I'm frustrated with myself. This is where I keep talking badly about myself and putting myself down. These are the words, the language that I need to change. And every time you hear me talking this way, I need you to bring it to my awareness and let me know because I want to catch my cruise control. For me personally, it's around complaining. Anytime I complain, I want my wife, I want my team, I want my son, I want the people around me to say, Evan, you are complaining. Right there, that was a complaint. Eat it, right? I'm happy for them to hug me with it, to yell at me with it. I just want them to let me know. Now, when I told everybody, they said, listen, you barely complain. You're like the least complaining person that we know. Awesome, thank you, I'm humbled, but I still complain. And I probably complain a lot, and a lot of the times I'm missing it. And so please, 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 even if you think I'm great at it, if you catch me complaining, I want you to call me out on it. So enlisting your friends can be really helpful because you will likely not catch most of them yourself, but it's imperative that you start working on catching your cruise control. Step number 3 is manual override. You have caught your cruise control. You have found the autopilot. It's about to happen again. This negative talk that you're about to speak out into the world about yourself or your ideas, you putting yourself down is about to come out again or has just come out. What do you do about it? Because this is really important. If you catch yourself playing small or talking negatively about yourself, if you catch it and you don't do anything, it actually makes it worse. It's better that you don't even catch it at all. If you catch it and you recognize I am playing small right now, and you ignore it and you don't change your behavior, you are building that identity for yourself that you are somebody who is playing small. You are consciously building that identity for yourself, and you need to stop it. It makes it worse. Where when you do catch it, when you find yourself falling into those patterns, those behaviors that you don't want anymore, whether you find it yourself or somebody's calling you out on it, what do? You need to kick your manual override into action and take the action that you want, because that starts building the positive habit. That starts building the positive respect. This is how you build respect for yourself. This is how you start building the muscle. This isn't just a zero-sum game. This isn't just we go back to neutral. When you catch it, you either go sliding down or you go propelling up. The choice is yours. When you catch yourself playing small, when you catch yourself coming off of cruise control, you have to do the thing that builds the self-respect up and speak positively about yourself and do the thing that you are scared to do. Now I've got a really special bonus clip on how to never give up that I think you're going to enjoy. But before that, it's time for the 3-point landing questions. Time to move from just watching another video to taking some kind of action in your life or business. And if you're feeling bold, leave your answers in the comments below. Here we go. Question number 1. What extra value can you bring to one of your customers today? Number 2. What excuse are you making that you need to get rid of? And number 3, what weak language are you using that you need to throw away? Never give up is the best and the worst advice you can ever give an entrepreneur. The trick is knowing how to use it. If you love what you're doing, if you can't imagine life without this thing that you're creating, even if it's not working out yet, you're not getting the results yet, it's not where you want it to be yet, but you need to know. It's this thing inside you that has to come out. You need to know if it's gonna work or not. You could deal with the failure, but you can't deal with not knowing. If that's where you're at with your idea, with your business, then you have to keep going. Then you can't quit. Then you have to find out, because otherwise it's gonna eat you up for the rest of your life. If that's where you're at, then you must find a way to keep going, even if it doesn't make any sense, even if you have to take on part-time jobs, even if you fail in front of everybody. You have to keep going, because the regret at age 90, looking back on your life, the regret will be enormous. That's how most people live. Most people spend their entire life regretting the things that they didn't do. Go look at a retirement home, go talk to your grandparents or great-grandparents, and a lot of them will be filled with regret. I wish I did this. I wish I took my shot. I wish I had the courage. I wish I had the bravery to keep going. If that's what you're worried about, then you must not give up and find a way to keep going. That's when it's good advice. Here's where it's bad advice. I think people stay in things for too long as well. I think people stay in their business for too long. I think people stay in their relationships for too long. People stay with things because it's comfortable, because they know it, because they recognize it, because it's safe, because it's helping generate some money. They stay in the wrong thing for too long. If you are in the wrong thing, then quit immediately. I can't tell you how many entrepreneurs I come across who've had some level of success. Maybe they're not crushing it, but they've had some level of success. And then they start to hate their business. They start to get bored of their business because they never evolved, because they grew as a human being, but their business didn't grow alongside it. And you keep getting stuck doing the same thing over and over and over again, day in and day out, and you start to hate your business. And you feel like you have to stay in this company because you should never give up on it. No, quit. Get out of that thing. Either change, either adjust what you're going to be doing, like come up with a new product, come up with a new service, make some tweaks. Or if it's just so far away from what you're interested in now, then quit. Try to sell the business if there's a way out. And if not, just abandon ship and go do something else, because this is the most important part right here. This part right now. You will never win doing work that you hate. You will never win, you will never have success, you will never get the goals that you want doing work that you hate, because the people who love doing that work will always crush you. You can have the most talent, the most skills, the most resources in the world, but if you do not love the work, if you do not love the process, you will get crushed, you will get demolished by the people who love it, and you will never be happy. You will always be a junior version of somebody else. And so you have to find the thing that you are so dead in love with. It's why finding your passion, doing the thing that you love, is consistently the number one most important rule that comes up over and over and over and over again in these videos. Not because I'm sharing it, because all these people who've had success are sharing it. And so you will never win doing work that you hate. If you are loving the work that you're doing, if you have to find out if this is gonna work or not, then you can never quit. Then you can never give up. Then you have to see it through, at least to know. You could deal with the failure, but you cannot deal with not knowing. But if you don't love what you're doing, if you don't love the thing anymore, then quit immediately. Move on, adjust, find something else, and know that there's something great for you out there. And that's why never quit is the best and the worst advice that you can ever give an entrepreneur.
Raise your standard.
Apple, at the core, its core value is that we believe that people with passion can change the world for the better.
Not one drop of my self-worth depends on your acceptance of me.
If you want to see my top 10 rules volume 1, the link is right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
He set 2 world records.
He aimed to help 1 billion entrepreneurs.
He's Evan Carmichael, and here are his top 10 rules for success.